EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the first play of the game. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Mixon with it. Get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On the pickup, 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's brought down. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is caught at the end. He's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 37 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. And now we've got a stoppage and a timeout here called by the defense. It's their first of this first half as they look to regroup and hopefully stop the 2-point conversion coming up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that's caught inside the 35. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And that's how you start a drive because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And the Bengals first down.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throw on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. Third down here.
It's third down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
Incomplete. Kevin King there defensively.
So on fourth down, Burrow will give way to Randy Bullock for the Bengals field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. Defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Rodgers now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Jones with a carry on first down, but I don't think he even made it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense all over that one.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11 now. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. A quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll buy some time right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 17 yards out. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Rodgers again now. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 2.
15.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Bengals 24, Packers 15. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Turnover on downs.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. And this one's incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD.
Randy Bullock lining up for...
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. Rashawn Gary drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional.
They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Flush to his right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 98 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the...
Take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gina that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. This will be caught at about the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of...
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers to throw once more. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 2nd down now, Bernard. Avoiding the tackle, Bernard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Bernard getting the handoff for Burrow. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now it looks like he'll throw here toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 4th down and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.